Well, I would say in the current trend, we are finding more stronger digital ecosystems that is coming up, especially in India. Thanks to the Reliance Geos, to the e-commerce sites, and more of websites that is cropping up, that is creating in new communities to communicate, thereby building a stronger digital ecosystem, which is far more important now. The organizations have become more leaner and meaner because they have to work with a direct-to-customer approach. And the data has become more important, more sacrosanct, because you have to be leaner and meaner, you have to work on a really a strong data-centric approach. I believe these are the 2-3 important trends that is going to reshape the coming days in business.
Demand on leadership was also kind of show empathy with the people. We kind of allowed our employees who are not directly connected with the production to work from home. We started a special leave for quarantine leave. We also started kind of transport systems for the people to come to work and things like that. I think this is, we never prepared, but this pandemic forced the team to kind of tide over with agility and resilience, and then but we are kind of dealing with for the stronger recovery path. We are still not out of the woods, but definitely with the technology, we are engaging with customers remotely, and we are kind of learnings have been embedded in the organization so that we are better prepared for similar crisis if we have to face again in future. I think new normal is going to stay for a while for all of us.
So building a culture of innovation in an organization actually is the very important thing for a creative agency. I head up FCB in India, and for me, this is a very important agenda. And our work ethos is really built on being brave together. And this is not just about the employees at FCB being brave, but it's also about the organization being brave, as well as our partnerships with clients, really being brave. And this whole brave together is built on 3 distinct pillars. The first piece is really about tolerance of failure, but intolerance of incompetence. And that is fundamental, a dichotomy, because here's an organization that is learning and growing through failure as well as outstanding performance, and navigating that and balancing that is really, really important. The other is really about psychological security, at the same time brutal honesty. As an organization and in these trying times, it's very important for the employees to feel a sense of security working in an organization, feeling that that's a safe place, that's an organization that's always got my back. At the same time, you're brutally honest about performance, about goals and achievements. So that's really important to balance that, both these very different kind of polar vectors that we're talking about. And finally, this whole thing is about teamwork as well as individual responsibility. And the new world has shown us that very important for us to have hybrid teams with diverse talents, with diverse backgrounds, working together behind problems and creating the most innovative solutions. So finally, if you look at it, this whole thing of being brave together is not really just about the black or white. It's really about navigating the grays, because that's where the magic is, truly.
So in terms of insights, there are 4. Improbable does happen. And when you are in a situation where an improbable event has happened, when you are finding solutions, keep customer at the center of it. And you know what? It works. Third, agility is the key. And fourth, this is an era of collaboration. You will not find all solutions yourselves. Reach out to your vendors, partners, and whoever else you think can help you succeed. And in terms of takeaways, it has just reinforced my belief in 3 things. Number 1, people. Believe in them, support them, train them, hire the right people. They make all the difference. Second, keep learning, keep innovating. That's the new normal. And third, keep good care of your health.
So as a company, we have always been a people's first company. That is the fundamental ethos that runs into Panasonic. Of course, the pandemic brought in a higher focus onto people. But what we have realized during the pandemic is that people by nature, when they want to do something, when they have a purpose, they get together. They don't need money, they don't need coercion. They get themselves together and achieve things. And this is what has really moved me personally, and has brought in a higher belief in in people's ability to move mountains, if I may use the expressions. As business, of course, there's lots I can talk about in terms of how people have excelled themselves, despite all the adversities and hurdles that we had. But per se, in terms of direction of business, the pandemic has brought in a higher sense of security, and that is also leading us to introduce products that enable higher security, higher comfort, higher energy saving in the various new businesses that we are creating. So security as a thought, as a need, and also comfort as a need in homes and offices, it's certainly on the rise, and we have products that are attuned to serving those.
The biggest takeaway, if you look at it last year, has been the fact that every organization needs to look at adaptability as the core mantra. Primarily because pandemic has taught us that adaptability is the best way forward when it comes to organizations going to the next level. What we thought was the regular way of doing things had to be changed, and we had to, as an organization, as people, adapt ourselves to go to the next level. So adaptability has been the biggest factor of success for us, and also the fact that that's what every organization had to do last year. People, people, people. I think it's all about people. The success of every organization depends on its people, and it's very important that we hire the right people for the right roles, responsibilities, and above all, have a diversified workplace that we build in for every organization. When I say diversified, it's just not about gender diversity. I'm talking about hiring the right people for the right job, giving them the right platform to grow. And I think that's what's the key to success for every organization, at least with us. And it's our people who made Vesteen a big success in the workplace business.
As is the case with all other businesses, we were also impacted, and in multiple ways. Right? And when we started the business, obviously we had built in enough risk mitigation strategies, but no one anticipated this kind of a shutdown or a lockdown that happened last year. As a result, we had to reprioritize a lot of our activities, whether it was employment welfare, their families' welfare, or just basic business survival or growth or sustenance. And then on top of it, when we started working from home, what happened was we had to induct new people, and it was very tough getting them inducted into the team. And especially at the leadership level, because we did not have the luxury of face-to-face meeting to make them feel comfortable. So we had to devise new communication strategies, started using some latest of the tools to improve communication, have new techniques, so that the distributor/remote working does not affect the way the leadership functions, and they continue to be effective. So all these were some things that we had to adopt as this pandemic hit us. So when we were a small startup, I was completely aware of everything going on, because I had to play the role of all the way from maybe a janitor to the CEO. But as we scaled up, that's not possible. So we had to get the next level of leadership, empower them so that they can succeed. And if they fail, handhold them so that they get out of that failure mode. Failing is not a problem. Lack of effort is actually the problem, right? So what we do here is essentially build a team that is empowered to take risks so that they can succeed in their activities. Correct. I think that is the key, and not heroics. The strong team is what is important.